Well, a steady rain has been falling here, but it has not dampened the spirits of the hardy folks at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A carry here for Trevion Henderson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. You look at this Browns defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, number 1 versus number 1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle, here's Henderson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, this defense for the Browns very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Jackson. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2 yards to go, second down. Up the middle is Henderson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
You look at this Browns defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
With a lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Third down and 1.
Here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
To throw is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson.
Pass taken in. Ball's been tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson now.
They'll swing this out to Henderson.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
The Browns sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw.
Pass caught by Foreman.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Liking 18. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Harold Fannin.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player,
and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Brian Thomas, 70 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready, set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonder.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
T. Higgins,
73 yards.
and the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
We change it.
Throwing is Jackson. And Thomas has it.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Ready, right?
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this returnable for Harris. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
The pass game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And that will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Bronco, Cougar 19. Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers his way past the 30.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down.
Ready? Ready? 70 Timberwolf. 70 Timberwolf. Ready, ready?
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Go! 60 Maverick. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on first and second down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Ravens.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Look at those tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Down the sideline he goes. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Trevion Henderson,
43 yards.
and the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He got his man complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's downfield. He's got Fannin.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
24-24.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Count 60 Maverick. 60.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Break in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Browns, 1st down.
They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
They'll try the lead side. Sampson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Check 60, Eagle, 6.
Back to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36.
Yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
Here we go, set.
First and 10 at the 36.
They'll look to throw.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
At the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Red.
Looking to throw. And a man and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw again.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Here's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 89 yards.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum and moving the football. But something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Bronco 80. Come on. Set. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Browns. Harold Fannin with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Go! Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go. Stack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 22.
Second and long. Able to find Higgins. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick is indeed good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Tap 60, tap, tag. Tap to 60, tap to 60. Buffalo 18.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
They'll start with the option.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Throwing is Jackson.
And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? So a change of possession here on the punt.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
He gets it to Thomas. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Timber. Check out.
And they will take a knee here.
Japanese Timberwolves.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides.